Welcome into Go Statesmen TV on WHCQ. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got a great show lined up for you. We got some recaps from some Statesmen and Lady Statesmen basketball wins as the Statesmen took on Shepherd Tech early in the week, and then the women traveled to Tougaloo. We also have a recap from Statesmen swimming and diving and men's basketball at Ouachita Baptist on Saturday. Now we're going to send it to Clayton Kaufman, who's with Aaron Cooper.
Aaron, a big win tonight against Shepherd Tech, the season opening win. First half, you guys really set the tone. Marquez able to get some shots underneath. Just talk about that first half. We were pretty much on fire.
Yeah, we came out. We had a good practice this week. We struggled at first practice, but we got it together, and Coach stayed on us, made sure we got everything right before we got ready for this game.
You know, Coach Connor talks about that inside-out game. Well, early on, we were pounding them inside. There wasn't even any competition, really, to be honest with you. If we can do that throughout the season, we're going to have a very good chance of being a very good team.
Yeah, we got Quez, Marquez Brown, Big Rob, Ryan Smith. We got some good inside people. If we start inside out, you see what happened in the second half. Our guards can shoot it.
Let's talk about that breakaway first for Arthur Jackson, because in pregame I saw him, he could barely even dunk it, and then on that breakaway he slammed one over the Shepherd Tech defender. What did you see on that play? And I'm sure you were excited for your teammate.
Yeah, I know Arthur Jackson for a little minute. I know his little brother too. Arthur, he thinks about it too much, but when he goes and jump, he can jump.
All right, 4 first half points for you. The second half, a completely different story. You come out, score 26. That's your final total. We got 22 for you in the second half. What were you feeling out there? You were draining threes. You were penetrating the lane. What was coming to you?
It came at the offense. I was open. It happened to swing to me. You know, I started knocking down shots, and I started feeling good.
Is this kind of a momentum starter? You know, one game in, we've got a long season. Everyone, 27 games. How big of a momentum booster is this, getting the season off right?
This helped us out a lot. You know, starting first 2 scrimmages, against Valley, but coming out, playing against Shepherd Tech, getting a win, that helped us out a lot.
All right, on the road for 3 straight games, Ouachita Baptist, Arkansas Monticello. What's it going to take to, coaches talk about let's win 2 of 3 on the road, but what does the team need to do to, come back to Walter Stillers with a winning record?
We got to stick together as a team. It's a away game. We ain't going to have no fans. We got to stick together as a team and play together, and we'll be all right.
Aaron, thanks for your time and congrats on the season opening win.
Appreciate it.
That was point guard Aaron Cooper, the transfer from Missouri State. He had 26 points tonight for the Statesmen. We're going to send things over to JT Webb, who's standing with Jason Connor, the head coach for the Statesmen.
Thanks, Clayton. Joined now by Statesman head basketball coach Jason Connor, and Coach Shepherd Tech comes in here tonight. And we didn't know we thought they might even bring in some guys from the NBA lockout. So, pretty tough opponent here tonight. We didn't know what we were going to get. Close first half, but then we really pull away for an easy victory.
Yeah, Shepherd. They had to transfer from Seton Hall and a new school. They had played Valley and Valley. I don't think quite beat them as bad as we did tonight, so that was positive. And we did get out slow. Well, I thought we started out well. Then we made some substitutions, and then they were able to get back in the ball game by us putting them on the free throw line. I was frustrated with that all night, and we just didn't do a very good job of guarding the basketball, and we didn't do a good job of jamming it up on the backside. And our cuts were running right through, and I was frustrated with that. I don't think we blocked out very well first half. I thought we did a better job second half, and certainly that was one of the reasons we pulled on out and beat them like we needed to beat them. Very pleased with my 2 freshmen, Arthur and Caleb Muskelly and Arthur Jackson. I thought they brought a lot of energy to our team. And they're young, but they've got enough crap in their neck that I think they're going to be okay. And then I was pleased with the crowd tonight. Thankful for the football boys that came out. Had a nice opening night crowd. So pleased with that as well.
Your inside guys were really playing well. Marquez Brown was really the bright spot early. Going out and shooting that 18-footer, that's going to make him pretty tough to guard if he can knock that shot down. But then what that led to in the second half was Cooper, who had 22 points in the second half, finished with 26. It really led to some good stuff. We were able to go inside out on. That's something that if we can really get that going, we might be a pretty good basketball team.
I think so. Aaron has done a great job. I thought we did. I thought we fed the post well. We're looking to feed the post. That's positive. And then if we can trust to get it back out, it makes that jumper much, much easier. I think Coop did that tonight. I was pleased with our shot selection. Sometimes it's hard to have good shot selection against, especially when you're up like that. And I thought our guys were okay there. I'm glad we got a chance to play a lot of folks. We needed that. They need that. Certainly pleased with the win and how we did it. And like I was telling folks a little earlier, I told the kids earlier, I said, look, I want you to make every shot you take. I want you to never let the other team score, much less shoot it. And as a coach, that's what you expect and demand. But very pleased. I thought, great chemistry that's being built. And again, I'm looking for. I enjoy this group, and I'm hoping and praying that we can continue getting better. And
speaking of mighty good things, I know you come from the old school of basketball, but you had a couple of dunks in here tonight that might get some people in the crowd. Arthur Jackson had one that we might be talking about a few years from now. How good is that to know you might be able to bring a few more fannies in the seats for us?
Oh yeah, certainly. I mean, that's certainly. Football's been having some great crowds, and it. I don't think people really understand how much of a lift that is. And not taken away from any other sport, but in basketball, you get those folks over there in the game like they were tonight, that is, I promise you, that's an easy 10-point advantage right then and there. And so I'm grateful for that.
Coach, thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win, and we'll talk to you on the road.
JT, thanks so much. Appreciate y'all.
That was Statesman basketball coach Jason Connor. When we come back, we'll send it to Arkadelphia, Arkansas. We'll be back with more. This is Go Statesman TV.